I am from Bangalore in the state of Karnataka in South India. I do. I have a younger brother. That's him. That's him there. Well, as an artist, I've received a lot of compliments for my art, but I think the best compliments have always been from people who compliment me as a person. People who understand me and they understand my values and principles and they compliment me on that. Those are the most memorable ones for me. I loved the humanities, history, sociology, and I loved the languages. Those were the ones that I enjoyed the most. How well and how deeply they know and understand themselves. I did. I played throwball until high school. I didn't play it competitively though, but I do remember I was like the team captain or something in the class level, which is not much of a big deal. No. I am a feminist. For a very simple reason, that is, forget about all the jazz and all the drama around that word feminism, but just the simple fact, just this fact, that women are still not completely free to come and go where they want in all the countries itself shows that we need feminism. I think it's a basic human right, the freedom of movement. I don't see it, I'm sorry, I don't see it, and I think we do need feminism. I don't really agree with the way it is being fought for, I guess, all the time. But I do love that there are real feminists out there who know what they're fighting for, who are aware of all the aspects of it. And that is what I really admire and that is what I stand for. Spirit animal. Do I have to pick just one? The lone wolf. Eclectic, comfortable, and when I'm feeling a little wild, then I get a bit boho-ish. So my mother tongue is Kannada. I'm from Karnataka, which is a state in South India. We speak Kannada. Apart from that, I know English, I know Hindi, I know Tamil, and a bit of Urdu. I really can't pick one book, I think. I love Virginia Woolf, I love all her works. And if I have to pick one book of hers, it would be The Room of One's Own. I also love The Bridge of San Luis Rey by Thornton Wilder. Stunning. Had a very deep impact on me. Cats. Cats all the way. The people around me. The people around me, that's what I consider the most precious part of my life. And of course my family tops it. I've been lucky to travel quite a lot. I have been to the USA twice. I've seen quite a lot of cities there. I have traveled to China, I've seen Bhutan, I have been to Wales, Scotland. Where else have I been to? I think my bucket list right now would be Switzerland. That's one place I'm really dying to go. So yeah. I wouldn't really be late for a date ever, unless it's a situation out of my control, like an accident on the road or something like that. So no, I don't give excuses for that. I'd never actually be late. I've always been involved with the arts. I started as a professional Bharatanatyam dancer. So Bharatanatyam is a classical dance form of South India. And I did my degree in visual arts, so I'm a painter as well, and I write a lot, which I think of all the art forms, I think writing is the closest to me. And as a performer, I have been moving more towards on-screen performances and acting rather than just dance and movement. So I am kind of in a transition period. I really can't share that, sorry. Yeah, of course, I think all of us have embarrassing moments. I'm not ashamed to say that, but I'm not going to say what it was. I don't have any tattoos yet, no. I might get one for this birthday, but I've been saying that for every birthday, so I'm really not sure. I am a beer person and I also love margaritas. I don't know, if something gives you pleasure, why would you feel guilty about it? I don't quite understand the concept of that, but I love taking afternoon naps. Sometimes I do feel a little guilty about it because I think I wasted a bit of time. I think it depends on company. I mean, if I have good company, I would love a night out. I do enjoy parties. But if not, I would love to just snuggle at home with a good book, with a good TV show or something like that. I'm a very ambitious person. There are a lot of things which I want to do in life. But I think the main one would be to use my creativity to its utmost capacity and just unearth myself completely, just empty myself of all my ideas, of all my creativity, of all my things, everything. Just get it all out. I love the art of filmmaking. I think it's extremely challenging because it brings together movement, visuals, music, dramatics. It's a culmination of a lot of elements. So I think that's the most challenging and also probably the most cohesive art form. Instagram. I think there is a lot going on in today's world which is really unhealthy and unnecessary. I would start off with the refugee crisis because I think it is absolutely absurd to draw borders on earth and say this is my home, that's your home, you're not supposed to come here, I'm not supposed to go there, and allow people to die because of that. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. So I would start with that, and I would definitely also tackle poverty because I mean, if every country ensures that every single citizen has enough to eat and a shelter, I think every other problem in the world would automatically be solved. It's like a cycle, you know, when a person is well fed and well rested and secure, automatically their labor quality would improve. That would automatically lead to a better economy for the country, and you get my point, it goes on and on. So I think we need to really start at the base. I don't know, if I really wanted to have one more brother, I think I'd go for Will Smith. One thing I would change about myself, well, honestly, I cannot say that I like every aspect of me. I don't. There are some things which I don't like about myself. But at the same time, I wouldn't change anything about me. So I have accepted myself the way I am. But I do feel there is no limit to improving oneself. So I don't think change is the right word. I would say I would definitely improve my communication skills in general. I usually don't hold on to grudges. I don't drag fights for too long. I just stop communicating with a person if I feel like something is wrong. I try my best. I go beyond my limit to make sure that a friendship works. But if I feel like I'm not getting the reciprocation of it, it's just done. I don't argue about it. I don't fight about it. I don't beg them. I don't ask them what the matter is. After a point, it's just finished. First book I read, oh gosh, I've been an avid reader since childhood. I've read like thousands of books until now, but I really can't remember the first book I read as a child. But the first book that really made an impact on me was The Swiss Family Robinson. I remember I got it as a gift for my 9th birthday, and I remember reading the entire, I mean, it was a children's edition which you get in like this much of a size, the abridged edition, I guess. I remember reading the whole thing. I got it in the morning as a gift. I finished the whole thing by afternoon. Yeah. Both. I love the feel of Christmas, especially here in London. But as a child, I loved Diwali. It's one of my absolute favorite festivals. Diwali is the festival of lights, to put it very simply. And especially when I was a kid, it was a time when the whole family got together and all the cousins got together and we would burst firecrackers and all, which when I grew a little older, I did get socially conscious and stopped that, of course. But yeah, that was my favorite growing up. I've always been a very curious person. I've always questioned things, especially in the philosophical sense. To be honest, I've never felt very curious about the world around me as such. I've always been involved a lot with what's on the other side, what happens when we die, and blah blah blah. I mean, even as a kid, I was quite curious and very philosophical, I would say. I have had different phases. I've had phases where I have been extremely devotional. I have had periods where I've followed my religion completely to the 100%, but I have also had periods of doubt, uncertainty, and the position I am in right now is that I can say that I'm an atheist. I believe in energy, I believe in that kind of a thing because that's something which I've experienced and I can feel it for myself. So yeah, at the moment I would describe myself as an atheist. This is Anvi and I really hope you enjoyed the get to know me tag questions. It's a collection of questions from different sources, so I just picked what I thought would suit me better and which would give a better idea of me to you. Hope you enjoyed it. Do subscribe and see you soon in the next video.